Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Matt Thompson checking in with you here on the Thompson's Take Facebook page, as always. And today I've got a review of the Northwest Missouri State football and soccer games from last weekend, and I will jump right in with some football coverage. Last Saturday, the Bearcats took on rival Mo West and defeated the Griffins 24-10, and with this win, the Bearcats just keep on rolling. They are now 9-0. I tell you what, Northwest seems to have a good football program year in and year out, going back to the Coach Churchman days and now under Coach Dorrell. Seems like they're in the national championship about every other year. In Saturday's victory, the Bearcat defense was once again on display. Kevin Berg led the way for Northwest, intercepting 2 passes. Meanwhile, Brady Bowles threw for 267 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown pass was complete to Sean Bain, a 10-yard pass and catch. Phil Jackson II was the game's leading rusher, accounting for 78 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. But, hey, I want to take just a step back here and talk a little bit more about the Northwest defense. I find it really impressive that Northwest limited Mo West to only 3 third-down conversions the entire game. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When it comes to football, defense wins championships. It's like baseball. Good pitching wins baseball games. You can't win if you can't score. Now, I do realize that Northwest has the better football team this year. The Griffins came in at only 4-4, a 500 record. But when it comes to a rivalry like this, with Mo West being in St. Joe, so close to Maryville, you can throw records out the window. In fact, at halftime, the score of this game was 14-10, very close. But the Bearcat offense came out and took care of business, and all the defense did was shut out Mo West in the second half. As I said, the final score in that one was 24-10. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, knock on wood, the Bearcats have given fans no reason not to believe that this season cannot be just special and go down in that big history book of Northwest football. Coming up this Saturday, the Bearcats will play host to Emporia State at Bearcat Stadium. That will be Senior Day, and it will also be a nationally televised game in Maryville. Hey, speaking of Senior Day, last Sunday at Bearcat Pitch, it was Senior Day for the Northwest Missouri State women's soccer team, and the seniors did not disappoint. What a game. It's been a tough year for the Northwest women's soccer team, but with 8 seniors leading the way, the Bearcats left it all on the field, defeating Lindenwood 4-3. The Bearcats got out to an early lead in this one as Anna Holden scored her first of 2 goals. That goal came just 6 minutes into the game, and less than a minute later, Sarah Worsfold joined what would become a goal party for the seniors and the Bearcats. But Lindenwood didn't go away quietly. They matched the Bearcats' 2 goals, and at halftime, the score was deadlocked at 2. About 10 minutes into the second half, Lindenwood scored again, and the Bearcats found themselves trailing 3-2. The score would stay that way until senior Crystal McElhose scored on a penalty kick in the 85th minute. Hey, are you noticing a trend, ladies and gentlemen? 3 goals, 3 seniors. Now, the Bearcats have played in their fair share of overtime games this season, and it was looking like that would be the case yet again last Sunday, but not even 40 seconds after McElhose scored on the penalty kick, Anna Holden said, "I don't think so, not on Senior Day, no overtime," and drilled her second goal of this game and her 5th of the year. You get the feeling that the Bearcats would have played all night to secure this victory. I assume that for most of these players, with the exception of maybe a women's league later on, this was the last soccer match that they will be playing in. And they refused to lose. It was just great senior leadership. Those 8 seniors led the way against Lindenwood, and they came away victorious, went out on top, if you will. And as I've talked quite a bit about on Thompson's Take, playing a sport, especially in college, can go much further than just between the lines. In fact, I won't get on too much of a tangent here, but a few months ago, I sat down with my good friend Andrew Doherty, who recently graduated from OPSU. For those of you who don't know Andrew Doherty, he was a Blue Springs South football standout in high school and went on to play at OPSU, had quite the career. And what really stood out to me during that interview, the majority of the time, Doherty talked a lot about his teammates and how they were like a family, and the relationships that football helped him to build and the life lessons that he was able to take away. Anyway, not to get on too much of a tangent, but I'm sure that this wasn't just another game for those seniors. It wasn't just another win. It was their last time at Bearcat Pitch, and they certainly came up big. All 4 goals were scored by Bearcat seniors, as I mentioned. It is fitting it was Senior Day. And with this victory, the Bearcats ended the regular season with a record of 4-10-3. This will conclude my soccer coverage for the year, and I will start covering the Northwest Missouri State Bearcat basketball teams coming up here in a few weeks. I'm Matt Thompson here on the Thompson's Take Facebook page with some college coverage of Northwest. I'll be back with you with a basketball preview and more later on this month. Hey, if you need to contact me for any reason, feel free to email me at thompsonstake@gmail.com or just message me here on the Thompson's Take Facebook page. Thanks a lot, guys.